What's up YouTube, Rudy here. Today we are going to be playing Master of Orion 2, Battle at Antares. I have many fond memories playing this game when I was younger, and now I'm back to play it again now that I'm older, and hopefully a bit wiser. Now, it's been a while since I've played, so hopefully impossible, I can handle it. Huge galaxy, average galaxy age, so there should be a mix of organic planets and mineral-rich planets, but not in the extreme of either category. You could go with organic rich or mineral rich, but we'll go with average. 8 players, average technological start, and the Antarans will of course be attacking marauders from an alternate dimension. And we will want to make a custom race. I think we'll go with the portrait of the Zargons. So we have quite an interesting array of traits to choose from, such as increased production for our population or increased research. We have different government types. Unification sort of represents your hive mind, unified type of government. Maybe not necessarily a hive mind, but working for the good of the state, perhaps. And things like bonuses or penalties to ship attack, defense, ground combat, and other special abilities, such as having a low-gravity homeworld, which is not a good thing in this deadly galaxy. I will be picking Tolerant, at least, which lets me fit more population on planets with a hostile environment and allows me to ignore pollution in my production. I'm going to take minus 10 spying, minus 10 ground combat. I think I'm going to go with plus 50% population growth. Population in this game is king. So the additional population I can fit on planets, plus the fact that I can grow more population more quickly will help. I'm also going to take minus 20 ship attack and minus 20 ship defense. I'm hoping, this really won't affect me too much in the early game, and I'm hoping I'll be able to offset these penalties with technology. I'm going to go with charismatic. We may be a swarm of insects, but we have manners. In fact, we are similar to the Zargons, but we are not the Zargons. In fact, we are the Zargons. And we still have 3 more pick points left. I'm not sure what I want. I think either +1 research or +1 industry. I could get... some of these traits here are pretty good, not necessarily the most overpowered traits, but I kind of want to go with lucky. I guess one thing I can say about charismatic is that it'll make other races like me more, and I have more chances to attract interesting leaders to my race to hire. A large, rich homeworld? That might be a wise course of action. I'm going to go with the +1 production. Something to give me a head start. On the impossible difficulty level, the AI is known to cheat, just a little bit, and I'll need some advantages to give me a head start so I can get my economy going. My ruler name... Zoltron. And I'm going to go with the orange banner color. Our homeworld is Zargon Prime. Zargon Prime won't fit. I will call it Zargonia. Okay, let's see what we have in our home system. Alright, we have our homeworld, of course, the home of the Zargons. We have an abundant barren planet and an abundant toxic planet. That's pretty good. I'm actually quite happy about this. So these 2 planets, of course, cannot produce their own food. They'll need to be supplied from the homeworld. They are abundant resources, which is average resources. Now, because I'm a tolerant race, I can fit more population on these planets. A non-tolerant race might only be able to fit 2 or 3 on some of these planets. I'm not sure what the exact numbers would be. This is my home colony. As you can see, I got 4 population on farming, 1 on production, 3 on research. and I think I can start constructing a colony base, which is a cheap version of the colony ship. The only thing is it can only colonize a planet in the same system it was built in. But that's okay. For my starting fleet, I have 2 scout ships and a colony ship. I'll send out the scout ships. My options are kind of limited. I only have this one neighboring system I can explore. And I will pick my research. I will, of course, start off with the research lab. A building I can build on my colonies to increase the research of all my scientists. Shen. 2 poor planets. I guess I'll go colonize Shen 1 then. And then that will allow me to continue on. Okay, we are going to colonize Shen, our first colony. I love that animation. Staking our claim on the great tundra plains of Shen. Or is it New Zargon? No, it isn't, because it won't fit. What if I do New Zargon? New Zarg? Yeah. I think that's acceptable. No space, but whatever. And I guess they'll just have to sustain themselves. And continue my exploration of the stars. Malak. A rich radiated planet. That's a good one to go for next. Let's take a look at Zargonia. How are we doing? So we have plus 129k per turn, so that means in just a couple turns we'll have a new unit of population on this world. Alright, we have our new unit of population, but we'll need them on farming to feed everyone else. Okay, this is one of those leaders I was talking about. I'm not sure if it's me being charismatic is what attracted him here, but in either case, we are fortunate. So, because he's famous, other leaders that I want to hire are minus 60 credits. And since he's so wealthy, he's going to give me 10 billion credits. Now, I have no idea where he's getting this kind of money, but I will take it. Administrator Leiden the Noble. I don't know about any nobles in this galaxy. So there's my credits have increased. So I'm producing +1 food right now. That means each unit of population requires 1 unit of food. Right now I'm producing 10 here, but there's only 9 population units here, so I have surplus food. And on New Zarg, I could have this unit of population. I could take him away from food production, but now my population growth has decreased because they're not being fed. If I build a freighter fleet, then I could send the excess food from my homeworld here, which is what I want to aim for. But I think for now, if they can just keep themselves sufficient and develop and grow a population, that'll be good. And because it's a tundra planet, I can only produce 1 food per population unit, unlike my more biodiverse homeworld, which is a Terran planet, and I can do 2 food per population unit. Now we're pretty close to finishing our research lab. We have approximately 5 turns at 12% per turn. 20%, 28, 36. Breakthrough. And here's my chief scientist with his lab exoskeleton. So we get +5 research per lab and +1 per scientist. I think next I want to go for the fighter bays. It's a ship-based weapon, very effective early game, I feel like. Alright, I'm going to take this scientist and put him on production. Only 14 turns, because I want to get that colony base up as soon as possible, giving me more time to grow my population. Okay, we finished fighter bays. Next up is automated factories. That's another planetary structure to increase production, basically the equivalent of a research lab except for pickaxes. So one more turn to finish that colony base. We are now at -1 food. I wonder where that's coming from. Well, no matter. I mean, I'm -1 food, but I'm not suffering starvation because I still have positive population growth. Partially because of my plus 50% bonus. Yeah, see, all they can do is just feed themselves. Oh, look at that. I'm getting a -0.6 because of my morale penalty, so they can't even feed themselves now. So there's no point in having him there. Instead, I can construct a marine barracks to help offset the morale penalty. Or I could do housing. Housing would convert production into population growth. I think I'll go with the marine barracks. And our colony base is ready. Toxic world, simply because it has more population. This orange, disgusting world. And they will construct a marine barracks. Okay, we finished our colony base. Now we need to build a freighter fleet to help feed our planets. And then we'll do a research lab. I guess I'll buy this. I mean, I have all the credits. I might as well use them. And I will buy this as well. So we should see our research points basically double. 21, good. And at this point, we should probably put another one on farming. And we're going to need another colony ship sooner than later. Well, that's the first part of this Master of Orion 2 Let's Play. We've managed to establish a new colony in a new system, and also establish a new colony in our home system. In Part 2 coming up, we will continue trying to expand and develop our economy. Thank you for watching, and give me a like if you enjoyed the video.